Some of you have to realize, maybe you have to realize, that our past doesn't define us. And I know we've heard that so many times before. But when it comes to bringing in anything you want in this life, a lot of us think that the past defines us. A lot of us think that because something happened in the past that the future can't be different. Let's think about manifestation for a second. Maybe a few years ago or a few months ago even, you try to manifest something. You try to manifest a lot of money or some good health or love interests or, whatever. But then somewhere along the line it didn't work out. And years later you come back to this whole law of attraction, manifest with your thoughts. But then, instead of learning from your mistakes and seeing that, hey, maybe I wasn't visualizing enough, maybe I didn't believe it enough, maybe I wasn't focusing enough. A lot of us will go back to our past and say, oh, that doesn't work. It doesn't work, why try? And when we go off of this past thinking, we will never create the future self that we want. You see, the past is the past, and stuff happens for it to not work out sometimes. But it's not that it didn't work out, it's just that it wasn't the right time. And if we keep blaming the past, our past selves, circumstances, then we will always bring the past back to us. Our past will create a loop in our now. And if we don't break it, it'll always be that loop. So we must disconnect from our past, but we must first realize the lessons that we had. So we might have learned a certain thing or two, but our past doesn't define us. We are a different person when we were a year ago. We are a different person than we were 10 years ago. Definitely. We are all growing on this earth. We are all growing old, changing. Our beliefs are changing. Our perspectives are changing. So it's not fair to go off the past. So we must let it go. We must take the lessons from the past, whatever they are, good, bad, doesn't matter. And we must focus on the future. We must focus on the present moment. And we must learn from those so-called mistakes or failures. And just to realize that just because it didn't work out, just because you didn't manifest it, just because life didn't go the way that you pictured it going in the past, doesn't mean a damn thing. It's the past. Stuff happens. We didn't have enough knowledge at the time. We didn't execute it the right way. It happens. But now we know. Now we know another way where it doesn't work, so we can focus on a way where it does work. Remember, your past does not define your future or your present moment, only if you let it. And if you let it, then you will keep continuing to relive the past. And who wants to go to the past? We all want to move on, right? No one wants to be left behind in the past while everyone is, focusing on something different, moving on. Well, this message for you, my friend, is to move on. You are not the same person you were back then. You have changed. We all have changed. And now, in order to propel ourselves into a future that we want, we must create anew. We must work with this new personality that we have, this new perspective that we have, this new belief system that we have. And once we do, we can manifest what we want because we aren't blaming the past. We are now looking for another solution that will make it work this time. So comment down below what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.